What is going on, everybody? This will technically be the first episode of the Fantasy Stand podcast, where I will be trying to do a fantasy football draft every day leading up into the start of week 1 on Thursday Night Football, September 4th. So we just got into this quick little draft here, this little mini schnauzer. 15-second clocks should be going pretty quick. We have the 8th pick. Going to do my best to try and commentate as we go along this draft, especially up to my pick. This draft right here, I'm actually going to go in with a certain strategy of, since I am in the 8th, I'm going to try and get my top 2 wide receivers here and start off the draft, just because I believe there's going to be a lot of running backs that we can pick up later. So first, we're actually on our 5th pick. First pick starting off, Christian McCaffrey, number 1. CeeDee Lamb, number 2. Tyreek Hill, number 3. Followed by Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra St. Brown, before Justin Jefferson, which, guys, I like. If Amon-Ra St. Brown was there, I would definitely go ahead and grab him. I'm going to go ahead and grab the next best wide receiver, actually, with this offense. Going to go A.J. Brown. And like I said, guys, I'm going more wide receiver heavy this draft. There's actually going to be a lot of different strategies I'm going to be going with. So, for example, I'm going to do what I can to start this draft here with 2 wide receivers. Some other drafts, I may start it with 2 running backs. I may do a split, top wide receiver, top running back, at ADP. I may do some where I won't choose a running back until round 5. Won't choose, same thing with the principals and tight ends, and quarterbacks, not until later, round 5. So we're definitely going to see just how things shape up here. So Brandon Ayuk, Collins, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, guys. They're all great. I'm going to go ahead go with Chris Olave right now. He's just, year 3? Possibly take that year 3 leap? We're hoping. We are hoping. So most of my drafts, I've actually been going Devontae Adams, who goes right in the turn. Nico Collins after. But yes, as we are going into this second round where Jalen Waddle comes off the clock, Deebo Samuel comes off the clock, it's just a wide receiver kind of plunge. Mike Evans, who I love, especially in best ball, guys. Saquon Barkley actually becomes the next running back off the list. We are on our last pick in the second round, where this person is choosing DK Metcalf, coming back on the turn with DJ Moore. So we are 6 picks away. We've got 2 great wide receivers. Honestly, guys, as we kind of start coming in here, I may, later on, hoping for Derrick Henry. Kyron Williams, I think, is still going to be great. Honestly, Isaiah Pacheco is going to be awesome. Truth be told, guys, I know we're going to have some picks after this, but I love Travis Kelce. He's going to be awesome. But I have a chance between Kyron Williams or Derrick Henry. I'm going to go with Derrick Henry. He's just the man. He's in that offense. He's going to get the goal line carries, so you think Lamar and him would just be a great 1-2 punch. With 7 picks until our next one, I'm hoping we can get an elite tight end here, especially Travis Kelce. Although I don't know if he's going to fall. He's within 3. We need 5. So you just need league winners, guys who you believe are going to finish number 1 at that position. And if you can start off, obviously, with your top playmakers, you're going to have a good shot. But, oh, man, 2 picks away. Just depends. A lot of people haven't been going Kelce, so really, okay, well, hardball is, because hardball is smart. So I'm going to see what I should do here. Because Hurts, Pickens, Lamar Jackson, Trey McBride. All right, guys. This one here. Stick wide receiver. Oh, well, actually, missed it. But you know what? I'll take Jalen Hurts. I wish we had a camera right on me because I have a Jalen Hurts signed card here, PSA 10 I love. But yeah, definitely winging it. So quarterback's taken there. We now know we're not going to take a quarterback until later on rounds. That's totally okay. But looking at the wide receivers that came up right afterwards, Christian Kirk, Terry McLaurin, George Pickens, all great. Going to be seeing here. We are 11 picks away, so we're just going to be seeing how the draft falls. Lamar Jackson obviously goes after that. Hollywood Brown. We got Travis Etienne, which, I mean, heck, as long as he's healthy, it's going to be a good back. Hollywood Brown, though, is a question mark, especially with his age. Keenan Allen, goes next, and he's got some question marks with his age. So definitely going to see how Caleb Williams does, being that QB in that offense. Trey McBride next, going to be a young elite tight end. Man, if you have him in Dynasty, congratulations. Mark Andrews, Patrick Mahomes. Now you can see those one positions, those elite ones coming right off. Xavier Worthy right after that. 3 picks away here. Isaiah Pacheco next, who of course we would have loved. Kind of looking. Don. So technically we could go ahead and get another wide receiver, which is what I wanted. Gonna give Jaden Reed a shot. He is a question mark, obviously, with Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, heck, Dontavian Wicks, heck. There's even another wide receiver, Melton, I believe they've been talking about. But Anthony Richardson goes next. See who goes here. Calvin Ridley. We are going to be 6 picks away from our next one. We'll love to be able to pick up a running back just to see which ones fall to. Ooh, George Kittle is actually still there. David Montgomery is going to get some touchdowns. Yeah, guys, there's just so many good running backs later on that literally, especially in best ball, I feel like you could punt that position this year. That's why I've been experimenting with these different draft strategies, and honestly, starting off with wide receiver, it seems to build the best rosters. But we are coming up into this next pick. DeAndre Hopkins just went 2 wide receivers before Chris Godwin, Jordan Addison, Kenneth Walker before those 2. All right, 1 pick away. Kyle Pitts. I mean, heck, guys, we could get a tight end, but honestly, George Kittle is going to be George Kittle. He's going to get us those plus games. He's going to get us the big games that are going to win us, weeks. So what we could do there is obviously try and double up on another solid tight end. Jake Ferguson obviously comes to mind. He would be solid and perfect for that role. This is where I normally like to get Travis Kelce, spend a little earlier on him, especially in that 3rd round. You get elite tight end in that 3rd round, not a bad price. But we will make it work. So after my tight end pick of George Kittle, Kyler Murray goes, Joe Mixon, Rome Odunze, Ladd McConkey, Rashee Rice, there we go, Rashad White. We are 8 picks away. We'll see what running backs will probably tend to fall. Just going to queue up some guys. Keon Coleman. Guy's going to be great. Ramondre Stevenson climbing up the list. It's just, you got some great options down here, guys. Like James Conner, Raheem Mostert. Come on. But 4 picks away. See the last 4 picks before then. Dave Montgomery, Deontay Johnson, Kamara, Aaron Jones. Slim Slug, the plug. Where you going? Go with Stroud. Get your QB. That's your wide receiver. Going with Evan Ingram, okay? CJ Stroud goes there. Ramondre Stevenson. But I like Keon Coleman. He's the one wide receiver I am betting on. Josh Allen's number one wide receiver. Guys, if you have any questions, go see the video of him and CeeDee Lamb training together. Like, he is a man. He belongs. So, Keon Coleman, that right to me, I mean, I believe will be the wide receiver one in that offense. I may be eating my words, of course, this time next year. But he's got potential with no one really in front of him. So I highly, highly recommend Keon Coleman. You see him down there. I don't even know what round, what pick we got him. You know, round 8. Smash, play. One pick away. We're going to go running back here. Jonathan Brooks if he falls. DeAndre Swift, James Conner, Raheem Mostert. Honestly, I may go after Raheem the Dream. Yeah, Jonathan Brooks goes. I'm going to go Raheem Mostert there. I like him a little bit more. And honestly, if 14 picks, he wasn't going to be there. So, shaping this out. Trying to be as balanced as we can be, guys. So with best ball, that's one thing to keep in mind. There are 18 rounds, I believe. So just got a best way to divvy it up. I always try to be balanced. I don't want to necessarily be too heavy wide receiver or too heavy on the running back, too heavy any position, really. So the way I always try to draft it is I will come in, try to get 6 wide receivers, 6 running backs, 3 quarterbacks, and 3 tight ends. You know, those ones positions, they're, as long as you get the different buys, you're going to be, you know, pretty solid. So that's the only thing you got to really, you know, plan out. For the running backs, especially in this best ball format, if there are some backfields you believe in, by all means, invest in those backfields. For example, guys, the 2 running backs I have, Derrick Henry, Raheem Mostert, definitely want to try and get, you know, the backups there. Was it Keontae Mitchell? I believe towards the end, there's another Jalen out of Miami. But heck, guys, you know, you get James Conner. Make sure to go get Trey Benson. You know, there's Brian Robinson. You know, or you get Javonte Williams. You know, make sure to get Jaleel McLaughlin. McLaughlin? Oh, this is so good, so great. I want some Jaden Daniels this year. That's just going to be... I didn't even think about that one. Really, I just saw his name, thought, you know, might as well had to take it. You know what, those guys, obviously I would need another running back, but tight end just to be somewhat, I don't want to say safe. But Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts, I got A.J. Brown, guys. That right, well, of course, Dallas Goedert goes right there. But that's one heck of a stack. Could have been one heck of a stack to just be sure to lock that up. So going to come here once again, guys. I think Brian Robinson, I think he's going to be a smash play. He's going to be the goal line back. Pick him up. Looking at the roster here, my 2 quarterbacks have different buys. Love it. My running backs, I got 2 with the same buy. So this is going to be a great one where, you know, I may want to try and get another running back on my roster who I think can score points. Jerome Ford, right now, running back 1. I don't know why he's still so freaking low. But by 10, he would be a perfect candidate if I can get him to be my 3rd and essentially plug in at any of those bye weeks. With another backfield where if you believe and you need to still fill out this roster, get Deontay Foreman. You know, if you don't know on which running back is going to be good, go ahead, get one. Later on, when they're backups who are not being drafted, go get them, guys. So, wow. Running backs really are running out here. Of course, Jerome Ford goes. Someone knows. Someone's listening. It's Jared Goff. Zach Charbonnet. Kendry Miller. Cool. Ooh, Marshawn Lloyd, Jalen Wright, Kamani Vidal. Oh, my turn, guys. Whoops. Let's go Kendra Miller. Right now, the number one. Well, Alvin Kamara is the number one, but Alvin Kamara doesn't want to show up. So we will see how this goes. So obviously queuing up some other guys who I like. I guess Dalton Schultz would have been good there, but 5 picks away. Man, I really hope Dalton Schultz is still there because he's got that week 14 bye. Cole Kmet maybe. But I'm going to go ahead and get Dalton Schultz here, guys. Just double up. Get that depth on my tight end. We have some pretty stud players in set positions who are going to score points. It's just putting it all together and making sure, especially on these, weeks that, your guy's going to be on bye. Like, that's the thing with best ball guys. You have to get at least one backup for these onesie positions. You have that stud quarterback of, guess what, Jalen Hurts. And I would never swap him out. But guess what? Week 5, you're going to need a replacement. So that's where Jaden Daniels, I hope, is going to be there to come in. There's actually some other, quarterbacks who I can kind of go ahead, queue up. Kirk Cousins. I mean, dude's going to be a freaking baller. Jermaine Burton. I'm going to look down here. Adam Thielen, still number 1. Demario Douglas is going to put up points. Antonio Gibson. All right, guys. We're 3 picks away, so I'm just going to queue up here what I think we may need. So, obviously, you're going to need 2 more wide receivers, 2 more running backs. If it gets here, I mean, honestly, like, as you look here, who's the starter? Thielen is a starter. You can take chances on guys like Malachi Corley, Troy Franklin. But Javon Baker, going to go ahead to Tyler Boyd in Tennessee. You can see how he is. Okay, so Kirk Cousins got away there. We'll go with Thielen. We'll see. After Thielen, running backs went off. Jaleel McLaughlin, Tyler Algier, Matt Stafford, Antonio Gibson. This guy's doubling up and goes with Kamani Vidal. Smart. Honestly, I had him queued up in case he were to come back towards me. But obviously, guys, running back is thin. So this is where I say, like, look at who you have on your roster. Go get those backups. Obviously, Brian Robinson can't go get Austin Eckler. He's already there. But Raheem Mostert, well, he already went. But there was that Miami running back. That was pretty good. We're on the clock here. Roman Wilson, Demario Douglas. Gonna go with Demario. If you got practice reports to be shining, you're going to be okay. So, Bucky Irvin. That's some of these guys. Tyrone Tracy. Deontay. Oh, wait, no, I don't have. Well, still, Deontay Foreman is still pretty good. I mean, that dude came in and did way too well off the bench. Or just out of nowhere. Getting pretty slim towards the end, guys, but this is what best ball is all about. Who do you think Receiver wise, we're 4 picks away. Man, we're getting down here, guys. I'll take that. I queued him up for a reason. So, 8 picks away. We are technically coming up on the end of this draft. It just happened pretty quick, guys. 15 picks goes real. 15-second picks, goes real fast. So, we're going down to our last 3. This is coming quick. Heck, I did go wide receiver. Normally I said try to keep it balanced. Obviously I took that extra one there for Javon. But we can go ahead and start filling out at least some of these other positions, guys. So quarterback, there's one. Derek Carr. All right, guys. Time to fill out the rest of this roster. So obviously, going to get a couple of running backs to go in. Tyrone Tracy, rookie, has a good chance at dethroning Devin Singletary. We'll see. Devin Singletary, of course, is going to be a great vet, but still, maybe good to just have that backup. We're going to be 13 picks away. We got 2 more picks. Honestly, how I'm going to try to... That was 6. You had 1 more for running back, but I could play this out and go stick with my quarterbacks because, like I said, it's just week 5. Jalen Hurts, I essentially have to go. If Jaden Daniels comes out blazing, that would be awesome. To where it's tough. Even then, I'm looking at tight ends to fill out. Don't know who can good. You can go with Mike Gesicki, possibly. Juwan Johnson's needs foot surgery. That's not good. Wow. Need someone with potential. Get a 6'6" tight end who can run a 4.57. Dawson Knox still going to have a role. Aiden Hurst is going to be the receiving tight end. Alright. Coming in here, just to get the extra added, we'll get the Chris Olave stack as well. We're going to go ahead and get Derek Carr. See if he can somehow bounce back as well. But as we come in, guys, I think we're going to be on our last pick. Yeah, we're going to be last pick. It's just how do we want to fill it? Do we want to take a shot on a tight end, even though we have George Kittle, Dalton Schultz, which those two, honestly, could probably lead in. Let me see. Keon Mitchell will be ready for training camp. Well, this one's tough, guys. I'm going to stick with my running backs. Take a shot on a random rookie tight end. Like I said, guys, 6'6", runs under a 4.5. So we will see, obviously, how this roster shakes out. 2,800 projected points. I've had, obviously, better. But this is just, like I said, guys, one draft of many. My goal and plan here is to hopefully do a draft a day. I don't know if I'll be able to upload a draft a day, like for For example, I will be going on a trip this week. So, as much as I would love to have 5 episodes or 5 drafts this week, it will more than likely maybe be only 1, 2, maybe even 3. We will see if I can get enough there. But if you love drafting just as much as I do, I hope you enjoyed this. I plan to get better, add a little more commentary. Obviously, I get a little bit more distracted about my own draft. I forget to talk about the picks coming right after. So this is something, like I said, hope to do. We had the pick 8. Start off two wide receivers. So let's go through this. Start off with, obviously, draft ended. We'll wait till this comes back up. Come back down, mini schnauzer. Let's review this roster. So, with the schnauzer guys, we'll go ahead with our quarterbacks. Start off with Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, Derek Carr. Jalen Hurts, honestly, kind of was a auto pick. I had someone else queued in mind, I was thinking, but not mad at him. Not mad at that pick, especially with the fact that we did have A.J. Brown by chance, ended up getting that QB wide receiver stack. So, not mad with quarterback. Like I said, love Hurts, love the tush push, love everything they're doing. With running backs, even though we decided to start off with wide receiver, we still were able to get Derrick Henry with our round 3 pick. Finish it off with Raheem Mostert, who I still think is going to be a good season. There's a reason they extended him, guys. He still has some juice in the tank. Brian Robinson, going to be the goal line back there, I believe. Kendre Miller has a great shot. He had the potential last year. He's got a great shot at overtaking that role, especially if Alvin Kamara still chooses to fight out for more money. And Tyrone Tracy, who right now is a rookie behind Devin Singletary up there in New York, has a good shot. You never know. Singletary could get hurt. Tyrone Tracy can come in, sneak in some rolls. For the wide receivers, normally I like to get 6. We ended up with 7. One with an auto draft here at the end with Javon Baker, but still not mad at it. Could be a great rookie down the line, down the stretch, especially towards those later weeks. So it's always great to see. But start off our wide receivers with A.J. Brown. Our first pick, our number 2 pick, we kept that same trend. Went with Chris Olave. After that, took a couple breaks, went with Derrick Henry there, got obviously Jalen Hurts. Came back, wide receiver 3, Jaden Reed. Could have went another more established receiver there. With the Green Bay receivers, it really is a toss-up. Whoever you like. You like Christian Watson more, you like Romeo Doubs, you like Jaden Reed. Depending on where you want to draft them, you can have whichever, Green Bay wide receiver you want. Got Keon Coleman there, who I believe will be the wide receiver 1 in Buffalo, and guess what, guys? We're going to want the wide receiver 1 for Josh Allen. There's a reason he's the number 1 quarterback rated, so I believe, getting Keon Coleman in your drafts would be just a steal, especially if you fit him out. He's, in your flex? Guys, come on. After Keon Coleman, we went with that rookie route, went right back into the veteran route, went with Adam Thielen. Guys, he got a great start, last year. We just get some of those games, especially in best ball. That's all we want. We just want those pop points. Demario Douglas, reports are he's shining at practice. He's the veteran kind of right there right now, so I believe he's got a good shot just to put up points on the stretch. Javon Baker, we got another wide receiver right there on New England. So we'll see. We got rookie and veteran. We'll see how that goes. Tight end, we'll go ahead and finish it out here. Normally, I always like to spend that round 3 capital on Travis Kelce, which with some of these other drafts, that's probably how I'm going to go. I may do this route again, go wide receiver, Travis Kelce, round 3, and then round 4, we'll see. If Patrick Mahomes is still there, maybe get that stack going, because even then, with the wide receivers, you have the chance of getting Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, you want Hollywood Brown, any of the other Flyers, Isaiah Pacheco, love him as a running back. So it really is, guys, in best ball, try to get that stack if you can. With our tight end, we went George Kittle, Dalton Schultz, ended it with Theo Johnson, just taking a flyer with him. Even though this is the first episode, this is actually the first draft I've taken Theo in just at the end, so you never know. But this is it, guys. I probably just rambling right now, but just want to bring you drafts. I love drafting. If you have any ideas or heck any draft strategies you want me to go ahead and try out, please just let me know. I'm open to all ears, all ideas. So please just let me know. Hit them up in the comments. Hit me up. Email the fantasy stand podcast at gmail.com. So appreciate it, guys. First the mini, and we'll see you next time.